Hi everybody, and welcome back to Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz. That's Jack.
Once again, as always.
Again, with his wife angrily looking to the side. The camera's focused on something up here, so that's kind of spooky. Like I got a ghost leaning over my shoulder. And I'm rocking a new apron from the Halloween store because I'm trying to kind of channel the Halloween spirit thing. Quit, touch it. Oh, and I'm in focus now. Damn. Everybody's going to see my face. Alright, so today we're going to try something that I've done before, and it's very much a Texas twist on a Thai lettuce wrap. It's completely different than where you'd get it from an actual Thai place. It's how we do it here, but it's good for like date food or if you just want to eat. And it's, again, if you can leave the meat out and just do like a straight vegetarian section of it, man, it's great. Let's get into it. So this looks like a lot of stuff. It really does. But when you break it down, it's really super easy. Like, first and foremost, you gotta get a head of lettuce. You're only gonna use about half of it, but you can set that aside for now. You're gonna need some onions, a can of bean sprouts, maybe some bamboo shoots if you can find them. We've got cilantro, carrots, celery, and some bell peppers. Now, we use meat. You don't have to use meat. You can do this without it. We use pork just because that's what we had and it was cheap. We're only going to use about half of it, so that's about a pound of that. And then you're going to do sesame oil. And then I used lemongrass powder, a little bit of dillweed, and some Thai curry. Now, the important thing to use is this peanut sauce, right? You're going to use about half to 3/4 of it when you cook it, and the rest of it's going to be for serving it. So you start off, chop all this stuff up, get your cilantro, try to chop it down as best you can.
If you can, considering how leafy it is.
Yeah, you don't want a great big piece of this stuff, especially if you're going to get it stuck in your teeth later, unless you get those little cilantro cube things, and those kind of break down. Those are easy.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about the dried cilantro cubes. Those are weird.
I embrace the cubism.
Make the cubism?
This celery, never used it before. That's about the size you get of the normal stuff. Now you can cut this thin or as thick as possible. I prefer the thinner stuff. Like, see, that's a big old chunk of it, and then you take it and get that thin stuff. That's what I prefer, not this. But, like Jack was saying, if you want to cut this down, you go ahead and split it long ways.
Yeah, split it long ways and then cut it like that, and you can make much smaller pieces.
Yeah, but it doesn't look near as cool on camera when it's being
And it doesn't take as long to cut.
Got to fill in that watch time.
Yeah, supposedly.
So now your carrots, you get out the old cheese grater. Yeah. Now if you just take them long ways and do that little stuff, it's going to be safer on your fingers.
Mind your knuckles.
But it's going to give you little bitty pieces of these carrots. You don't want to do too much because carrot will overpower a lot of stuff. Take it long ways. You get this long stuff that looks really good.
Yeah.
Salads and otherwise.
Those 4 carrots went a long way.
Oh, yeah.
Much longer than I thought they would.
They'll be baby carrots.
Ow. That looks like it hurt a little bit.
Stung a little bit.
And
so,
pork.
Now, I try to cut them into long, slender pieces instead of cubes, like I've had it done that way before. Let's get a little thing here. Not too thick. I screwed up and had a couple of pieces that were kind of thick in here, but it works pretty good. Usually this is what you want to get. Look like little pig fish.
Little fish?
Yeah, little pig fish. So just get all that stuff up. And then your sprouts, you got to be smarter than you can. You can get them fresh. I don't mind fresh, but they're cheaper in the can.
Good luck finding fresh.
And they take longer. Yeah. And you got to be smarter than this can opener. I've never mastered this one. I get,
He's about
the little one. Those little military, whatever.
It's about to graduate can opening class.
So we used our wok on this one because it's a lot bigger. And let's go screw it.
It's a lot of food too.
Oh yeah, wouldn't fit in our other stuff. Went ahead and heated it up. Gonna make sure we don't have oil, and then we're gonna use sesame oil.
Yep. This stuff is really strong.
Oh yeah, you can tell it's sesame. Put it in there, and then you get this Thai curry stuff. We only use like half a spoon here.
You gonna saute your Thai curry in the sesame oil?
Oh yeah. Trying to make it as international as possible.
Never use the stuff.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's not the green stuff isn't too overpowering and too spicy, and it cooks down really well. So it's not like too much. Then just put your meat in there, right on top of it, stir it around, try to get it all coated in that stuff. The warmer it gets, the more it'll slide around, and the more that stuff will coat it real easy. And don't worry about it, it's kind of clump of it. You see how it started to spread out now that it's warm? Then go ahead and put your bell peppers in there. We had some red. If I had some green, it would have been better for color.
Yeah. It doesn't matter, just any bell pepper.
Once you put it on, lettuce, it looks better with the red anyway. And then our onions, which were frozen.
Yeah.
That's the best way to keep them from spoiling.
Expiring?
Yeah, you can make them last a lot longer. Put them in there. I wouldn't have mind slicing them up.
Yeah.
But they were frozen kind of stuck together.
You gotta
so
work
I didn't
with
have a
what you
chance
have.
to just do the loops there. So it didn't bother me. So we set this for another 3 or 4 minutes. Let those cook down a little bit.
Yeah, this is not a quick cook recipe. I think
Oh,
it took like 10, 15 minutes, right?
Right. It's basically just making a stir fry with this stuff.
Yeah.
So the most you got to cook is the pork. You got to make sure that's good and done. Make sure to put the meat on the middle.
Yeah.
Get that done. Now, as it cooks down, you'll see how it fits a lot better, moves around a lot better. The pork starts going that brown color. That's perfect. But once it starts getting there, that's when you got to add all your other stuff. Like you've got to put your bell peppers and your onions in there because they need to break down when they're cooking. You don't want them overly crunchy, right? So you get your other stuff. Get your cilantro, just throw it in there. And once that heat hits that cilantro, it's great. Put the celery in there and only use like half to 3/4 of your carrots in here. You don't want to use all of them. You're going to use some later when you're plating.
Poor carrots being put aside.
Well, they overpower a lot of stuff, so just put them in there. Now, get your sprouts. A big old ball of sprouts. And now, just go ahead and break those down. They're not going to be too hot. Just go ahead and break them apart a little bit.
Don't touch the metal. Metal's hot.
Yeah, metal sucks. And then here's where you get your dill weed. Yeah, I'm 13. Just sprinkle a little bit on top of it.
It starts to look really good around here. Actually, it looked good before, but now it starts to really look good.
It smells outstanding. And you can leave out the pork and do this just as a vegetarian thing, which is outstanding. The lemongrass powder, I've always been a fan of the taste it adds to everything. And then you want to start, make sure you get all the seasoning, you just put on top, put it all, everything. Right, get it down in there, mix it around, be sure to pull everything off the sides. But this is an outstanding dish. It's really super easy because it's just one pan.
Yeah.
Right? It's a lot of plates later. But it's really good. Like I used to get these at all the different restaurants, and they cost a fortune, but this did not. And it was easy to do with just bare minimum of stir-fry knowledge. Once you start breaking it down, you see here, and everything's getting nice and cooked. You can tell your vegetables and stuff are nice and green down there. Go ahead and get out this stuff here.
Peppers. Chili piquins.
Again, this is very much an optional thing. You want to add the peppers. I like those. That was just a little bit. Made like 1 or 2 bites, just kind of surprising. And now get your peanut sauce out. Right? Just take it, put it right in the middle. You're going to use about half, 3/4, depends on how peanutty you want this part. It's going to be a little weaker than just the straight up sauce. It's not going to coat everything and make it all taste like peanut.
I don't trust these Asians with their peanut butter substance.
Oh no, this stuff's great. And it's like a super sweet taste with the stuff. It's good stuff. And it's a little bit of spice to it. Be sure to mix it around. That peanut sauce, when it heats up, it'll liquefy a little bit and spread all over just a little bit. You don't want it completely coating everything like it's swimming in it. Now, once it's coated, pull it out. Now, slice your head of lettuce, right? Put it right down the middle. That little nub on the bottom. Done. All right, now I'm going to show you how to mix these, right? Like, go ahead and pull one leaf off. Reach and get you some of the meat. It's like you're making
it's like a taco.
Like a little taco or a burrito or a fajita. Sorry, I forgot where I was.
Yeah.
And then put a little of that peanut sauce. I'll put it over there. I'll put a little carrot on it. Just kind of spice that up a little bit. Roll it up. And
there you
done.
go.
Yeah, that's super easy, super cheap. Again, it was $7-8 because the peanut sauce was a couple dollars and the pork was a little expensive.
Yeah.
But
pork's optional. You can substitute it with more vegetables.
Yeah, you can use any kind of meat you want. We just had pork because it was cheap. We found it as a deal. But it fed me at least 3 times. It could feed 4 to 5 easily.
Yep.
So there you go. Texas Thai lettuce wrap. It's really good, slightly spicy, and even if you leave the meat out, it could be a vegetarian thing. Maybe vegan. I'm unsure of the laws of veganism. But if you know, put it down in the doobly-doo thing. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You can find us here on YouTube Tuesdays and Fridays, sometimes Tuesdays through Fridays when we do little mini-sodes. We just did that. We'll have a link down for those too if you want to see those. And you can find us on Facebook at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen there, or on Instagram at Living Between. Pinterest, we started putting stuff over there at Living Between Paychecks. And you can find us on Patreon. You can find us over there if you want.